Hey there, book lovers. I'm not sure about you, but I'm ready for fall, and where I live, the weather's just kind of starting to turn, although it's not quite fall yet. I think we're in false fall, but it's cool enough that it's got me wanting to get a little bit started on my spooky season reads. So I figured I'd do a little list for you. These are all books that I got from my local library. The first one I've got is Small Town Big Magic by Hazelbeck, and this one follows Emerson Wild, and she finds out that she's a witch, and the small town she lives in is a haven for witches, and then she has to learn how to use her magic to save the town that she loves. It's book one of a 4-book series called the Witch Lore series. Book 4 comes out in late September of this year. It's an interconnected standalone, which means the books focus on different characters in the same town, so they can be read in any order. But if you're anything like me, if it's book 1, I'm going to read it, in the order that it comes out. But if you prefer to read it in a different order, you're more than welcome to. You won't get lost. The next book I have on my list is The Ex Hex by Erinsterling. In this one, Vivian finds out that the curse she cast on her ex years ago was more harmful than she thought, and then she has to work with him to reverse it before it wreaks havoc on the town. It's book 1 of 3 in the Graves Glen series by this author. Book 3 seems to be a bit more Christmassy. Otherwise, I would have included it in this list. It is also an interconnected standalone. The next book is book 2 in that very same series, The Kiss Curse. Gwen finds that her magic's beginning to fade after some new witches move to town, and she's got to work with her rival to figure out what the witches want and how to get her magic back. So again, that's book 2 in this series, and it's another interconnected standalone. And the next one I have is Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana, which follows Mika. She's the witch who is used to being on her own and isolated, who travels to help train 3 young witches and breaks all the rules that she's been taught to keep herself and other witches safe, and kind of follows like the mystery and stuff that happens in there as a result. This one is a standalone. It doesn't appear to be a part of a series or anything, but so there's that. This next one is The Spellshop by sarabethdurst. This one follows Kiela, who's forced to flee the city where she's a librarian and take as many spell books with her as she can to her childhood home, and where she opens a secret spell shop. This is book 1 of a 3-book series. The Spellshop series, book 3, releases July of next year, and again, it's another interconnected standalone, so it's going to be following some different characters in that same universe. And then the last book I have on my list is Witch of Wild Things, which by raquelvasquezgilliland. It follows Sage, who reluctantly returns home after years after the death of her sister, and uses her magical abilities to communicate with plants, and she reconnects with an old flame while she's there. This is book 1 of the Wild Magic series. It's a 3-book series. Book 3 releases in January of next year, and it's another one that's an interconnected standalone. So all of these seem to have some, they're all obviously very witchy, seem to have some sort of romance component to them, and all but one of them are an interconnected standalone. I'm kind of excited about them. The covers look really good. I'm kind of hoping the stories live up to the covers. But yeah, if you've got any books to share that are on your spooky season list, or if you're excited about fall, just let me know in the comments. See you next time, and happy reading.